Hi mathematicians, in this video we're going to learn about the average rate of change given a function. So remember that f of x means what is the y value when you substitute x into the function. So to find the average rate of a change of a function f of x from x1 to x2, first you identify what is x1 and x2 from the question, and then you substitute x1 into the equation to get y1, and you substitute again x2 into your equation to get y2. Then you use those values in your slope formula and find your average rate of change. So let's do an example. Given f of x equals x squared minus 2, determine the average rate of change on the interval -2 to 4. First step, identify x1 and x2. So x1 is the first number in our interval. So I'm going to write x1 equals -2. x2 is the second number in our interval. So I'm going to write that one here. x2 equals 4. Now, in order to find y1 and y2, we substitute into our function. So y1 is going to be our function evaluated at this x value. So anytime I have x, I'm going to change my x to be -2. I substitute -2 in for my x. After the x, I have squared minus 2. -2 squared means -2 times -2, which is 4, minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now let's find y2. y2 is going to be our function evaluated at x2, which is 4. So my function again is x squared. So instead of my x, I'm going to write 4, and then I have this minus 2. 4 squared means 4 multiply 4 is 16, minus 2 is 14. So that's my y2. Now I'm going to check my work by using my calculator. I press y equals, and then I put in my function. F of x, that's my y equals, x squared, x, here is the squared. You have to put that x, this only puts the exponent 2 in, minus, because it's in the middle, not negative, 2. Then I press second graph, and I look in my table. At -2, my y value is 2, which is what we got. At 4, that's my x2, my y2 is 14, is again our result. So I know my answers are correct here. You could also have just used your calculator from the beginning. So now we just have to do our final step. Substitute into this formula. So we have y2 is first, that's 14, minus y1, which is 2, divide by x2, which is 4, minus, right, I have this minus here, x1. x1 is -2. Now we need to simplify. 14 minus 2 is 12, and 4 minus -2 means we're going to do 4 plus 2. A minus a negative is a plus. 4 plus 2 is 6. And finally, 12 divided by 6 is 2. Good luck on your next question.